Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Shop Social TV. My name's Lou Caputo, and I'm surprised to see you. Actually, I'm not. I was just kind of standing here in my own little world. So welcome into our show tonight. We've got a great show for you this evening. If you've never joined us here at Shop Social TV, we're a TV shopping channel. Welcome in. We're going to be here with you from 8 to 10 p.m. this evening. So here's what's really exciting about our show tonight is that we actually have a new item for you that we're going to be debuting this evening. It's kind of cheeky, so you're going to see that in a few minutes. But also, we've cut the prices on a few things as well. So I think you're really going to enjoy the show this evening. Now, you can order from us three ways. You're going to see a phone number pop up in just a little bit. You can use that. We've got a website you can go to at any time and purchase a product from us. And we're going to see QR codes. There they are. Boom, right there in the lower side of the screen, on the right side of your screen at home. And you can just scan that with your phone. Open up the camera on your phone, point it at that. It's going to open up what we call a URL, a website. Just click on that and it's going to take you to the very product we're selling, like this one right here, the very first item of the evening tonight. And by the way, these lanterns are one of the products I was talking about a few minutes ago that we cut the price on these, okay? We've not only lowered the price, but we've changed the deal on them. So now if you want to buy just one lantern to use on a centerpiece, you can absolutely do that as well. Oh, our friend Kathy's already in the chat on Facebook. By the way, we simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to get in on the fun this evening, that's the social part of Shop Social TV. Please go to Facebook, search for us, and you'll find Shop Social TV. Join the chat this evening. Ask questions, talk to each other, have a good time. All right, so let's talk about these lanterns. So these are awesome LED lanterns right here. They run off of, Lee, how many batteries in these? Three? Three AAA batteries go inside of these. Okay, so you get three AAA batteries inside of these lanterns. They have a realistic looking flame effect right there. Welcome, Brenda, into the chat. Oh, Chris is here. All right, Chris. And you can actually put these places where you can't put regular candles, meaning that there is no real flame. Nothing's going to burn, okay? So they look good, they don't have any odor, there's no flames, there's no smoke, there's none of that stuff, but you get all the great things from this. Now, what we're offering tonight with these flameless candles is two of them for $19.99 or one of them for $11.99. So do the math on that. So you're gonna pay $11.99 for one, or you can get a two-pack of these for $19.99. So you're actually getting a discount when you buy that two-pack this evening. Now, your choice is you can get two or one of the white, or you can buy one of the black or two of the black. Those are the choices this evening. There's no mix and match going on here. It's going to be one or two of the white or one or two of the black. These are awesome, okay? And we're coming up to that time of year. Hi, Judy. Judy's in the chat right now. She joined us just now. They're coming up to that time of year now where you're going to want to start doing and decorating for the fall. And I know it's hard to believe, but think about this. September is like, what, 2 weeks away, if that? All right? So fall knocking on the door. It's right around the corner. These are awesome for your centerpieces. They're great to put out there with your Halloween decorations, because I know even October, in the blink of an eye, that's going to be here as well. And again, this is safe around your kids and your pets because there is no flame. That's why we call them flameless. But it does have that flame effect where it looks like it's actually burning inside of this without doing the burning. Great for centerpieces for the holidays, not just Halloween, but I'm talking about all the holidays, like for Christmas and that sort of thing. It'd be a great hostess gift, I think, as well. If you were showing up for a party at somebody's house, you may want to bring these. Now, I'm going to bring my lights down real quick because I want you to see and really get the effect of these, okay? So first, I'm going to bring down my studio lights out here, and then I'm going to bring down those lights that are behind me, and wow, take a look at how gorgeous these are. Now, I challenge you, if you're sitting at home right now, to look at these and say, hey, those aren't real candles. I mean, they look so realistic in my book, all right? So if you're looking at these right now, and the price on these is crazy, because remember, we lowered the price on these. If you just want one for a centerpiece, if you just want to pick up one that you know you're going to use with your jack-o'-lantern, or one that you want to hang someplace in your backyard, you can get these guys right here for only $11.99 for one of them, okay? And they are just absolutely stunning. They really are. By the way, you can hang them as well, because we have one hanging over here next to me, as you can see. That's the one that's hanging right there. Look at that guy. Just hanging here. And so that is actually a real loop that you can use, that you can hang these on if you want to. You know, they've got a nice look to them. They actually look like they're metal, especially the black ones. In my book, they look like they're made out of steel. They're not. And they've got plexiglass on the sides. And this is not just plastic. This is plexi on the side of these. So it looks like there's glass going all the way around. So you're really getting a great effect on these when you buy them. And the price is just ridiculous. By the way, everything here at Shop Social TV is free shipping. You're not going to pay for shipping here. And guess what? You don't have to join a club. You don't have to become a member or anything like that. You just call in, pick out what you want, add it to your shopping cart. Give us a call, as a matter of fact, because I know for a fact that my favorite operator, Mike, is standing by right now. Give us a call. It's a toll-free number. It's not going to cost you a cent. 888-247-8712. 888-247-8712 is that toll-free number to call in and place your orders tonight on all of these. I know Judy just said this is an amazing price, because you remember we had these about a week ago and the price was higher and you had to buy a 2-pack. Tonight I'm giving you the option. Do you only need one? So you could pick up one right now, especially if you want to give it as a gift, you want to give it as a hostess gift or anything like that. This is absolutely perfect. Now I'm going to be honest with you. Last week, we had a lot of people on the phones, okay? So my recommendation to you is, if you can't get through on the phone, go to the website, shopsstv.com, place an order that way, or use that QR code. If you've never tried a QR code before, I highly recommend it, because all you've got to do is open up the camera on your phone, point it at that. It's going to show you the URL, the website for this exact product, and then you just go in and make your choice. I'm going to bring the lights back up so everybody can see these and see how beautiful these are. So you make your choice at that point and decide you want the white or you want that black. By the way, let me rotate the cat a little bit. By the way, that's I believe that's Taco Cat. Isn't that Taco Cat? That's Taco Cat. Taco Cat representing. He's here this evening with us. And look how awesome this centerpiece looks right here. I think, for my money, I gotta say, I really feel like that looks fantastic built into this, and it's safe, because if you look at everything that's in here, these acorns and all these, you know, there's some knit pumpkins and different things back here. That would make me nervous to have those around an open flame, but I feel totally safe and secure with these in here. By the way, we've sold these now maybe, Lee, 3-4 times now? 3 times. All right, so 3 times we've actually sold these. And oh, there's Mike. Mike's saying hi to everybody. 3 times we've sold these now. We've never had to replace the batteries in them, okay? Because these batteries just last and last and last. So the 3 AAA batteries you're going to put in here, they're going to last you a very long time. And we leave these on for a while before the show, and then after I move on to the next item. Speaking of which, we've got some amazing products for you this evening that I can't wait to show you. We've got that solar charger that I showed you a few weeks ago, or last week I should say. We launched it. We've also got the cheeky chargers. Wait till you see these things. They are absolutely hilarious, and they're going to be probably your favorite Christmas gift to give to people, or stocking stuffer at the very least. You're going to be amazed by these, all right? But right now we're talking about the lanterns, and the lanterns really add an ambiance to whatever setting you put them in. In fact, our friend Judy, who's on our Facebook chat right now, just said that she loves that fall setting with lanterns. Judy, I bet you didn't know this, but Kelly set that whole thing up right there. She's our stylist for the show, so she did all of that. She's very, very good at that, and she's actually directing right now as well. So, you know, everybody here wears multiple hats. We all do lots of things for the show right here. But again, give us a call on our phone, 888-247-8712, 888-247-8712, or go to the website, shopsstv.com. Place your orders tonight. We're standing by. We're ready for you. The price is crazy on these. If you go out to the stores and you look and see what flameless candles, just the candles cost, you're going to pay that much for the candle alone. Here at, you know, Shop Social TV, you're getting the beautiful lantern with this. And look how cool this looks sitting here. All we did was put this on a candle stand right here. And this just elevates it. It makes it look so cool. And then when you blend it in with all of the Halloween decorations, I mean, it does a great job. By the way, Kathy says, Kelly, you do amazing work, which she does. Now, I'm going to bring the lights down again because I want everybody to see this. Again, how beautiful these are. Let's bring those blue lights down behind me. Ba-bam. Look how gorgeous these are. You know, the ambiance off of these is amazing. Even if you're sitting outside, and by the way, you can use these outside. I wouldn't leave them outside unless you've got a covered patio or porch or something. But you can use these outside if you're having a party, you're having people come over. Maybe you want to just set them on some stairs. You got some stairs in your backyard and you're worried people are going to trip and fall. Put these out there. They do throw a nice amount of light. As you can see on my shirt, I'm standing back here. I'm probably a good 4 or 5 feet behind these right now. And you can see my hands are lit. It's fighting with the TV behind me, but you can see that my hands are lit. Now, I'm going to show you what a regular candle looks like with these. Kelly, where did you want me to put the regular candle? Okay, I'm going to put it out here. And then I'm going to light this candle because I want everybody to see something. Okay, first of all, guess what I had to have to make this happen? I had to have a lighter or matches or something or 2 sticks to rub together, but I had to have something so that I could light that candle. That's a real candle. Can you pick out the real candle where it is blending in with all these lights right here? I'm going to give you a hint. It's down here. Okay, so you can't really tell which one's the real candle and which one is, or which ones are the ones you're buying right now. And remember, you can pick either the white and you can get a 2-pack or a single, or you can pick the black and you can get a 2-pack or a single of these. The single is going to cost you $11.99 with free shipping. And if you get the 2-pack, no matter what color, it's going to be $19.99, and again, with free shipping. Okay, so I'm going to bring the lights back up. We're going to be moving on right now to our next item. If you're looking at these and you're thinking about them and you're like, you know what, I got to think about this for a minute, blow that out before something happens. Don't worry about them. They're still available on our website right now at this sale price, this greatly reduced price right now. And Judy, the answer to your question is yes. Okay, I'm going to move on to our next item. This is one I showed you last week, and people went crazy for this. And it wasn't just me, because I got super, super, super excited about this thing. Because, you know, I tell people that I curated these. Hey, Laura's in the chat. Good evening, Laura, and say hi to Ed for me as well. But so, you know, this is one of those products that I'm an electronics geek, and when I saw this, I just about lost my mind because I was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for a charger that has all the features that this has, but also one that is this powerful, okay? Because a lot of times on TV or in the stores, you're going to see chargers that have 10,000 milliamp hours. That's how we measure, you know, how much power you've got on a device, okay? This one that's sitting here in front of me is 26,800. 26,800. It might be one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Let's take a look at this real quick because I want to show you some of the features on here because this thing is totally worth the price of admission. It's only $59.99 with free shipping. As you can see, there's my hand. Okay, my hand is about, you know, from stem to stern on this. I got about, you know, this is probably 6-7 inches on here, 8 inches, okay? So this is fairly large, okay? But here's the thing. This is so feature-packed. The battery in this is so big. That's why it's got such a big solar panel on this. So you can charge this using the solar panel that's built in there. Let's say you've had a hurricane, a blackout, something like that. You could totally use it to do that. You can also plug it into any USB charger and recharge this as well. This one has a built-in flashlight, actually 2 built-in flashlights, okay? And you can see these are crazy bright. When I point them toward the camera, I mean, it just blinds the camera, okay? There's an activator switch on the side here. That's all I did was press and hold that button for 2 seconds, and it lit this. Hey, Ed, you're welcome for the shout-out. If I press that button again, you're going to see that it's going to tap out SOS. And if I press it another time, it's going to strobe, okay? So you've got great features with some super bright LEDs on there as well. On the back of this, you can plug 2 devices in the back of this, actually 3. There are 2 USB-A plugs on the back of this, and then there's 1 USB-C plug in the center. Now, the USB-A plugs that are on the back of this are what we call USB-A 3.0. And what that means is that it's a fast charger. You can charge an iPhone from 0 to 65% in 30 minutes. iPhone, 0 to 65% in 30 minutes with this, okay? The USB-C in the middle goes both ways, meaning you can recharge the unit using that, or you can charge a device that uses USB-C as well. And then the last thing on here is a Qi charger that's built on top of this, okay? And I'm going to take out a phone. I'm going to set it on top of here, and I want you to see, once it registers that, how this is going to start charging off of that. Oh, you know what? It helps if you turn it on, Lou. Hang on a second. I got to find the button. There it is. I didn't have it on. Okay. So watch this. Boom. Right there you could see. Let me turn that off real quick. Right there. 56% on the phone right there. It's charging it as it sits on there without cables. So that tells you that with that, I am able to charge my phone and 2 other devices. So if I wanted to, I'm going to take this device right here. This is actually a pretty cool rechargeable lantern. I'm going to put this in here, I'll flip this over so you guys, no, actually I got to do it this way. I'm going to plug this in right here, so that's charging. Then I'm going to take something with a USB-A charge. I'm going to plug that in right there. So now those two devices are charging off of this charger all at the same time. Now watch this. And then I'm going to take that phone I had out just a second ago and I'm going to plug that in. And now the phone's charging. So we've got 1, 2, 3 different things charging, 2 of them with cables, 1 of them without cables. So this is one of those devices that is going to be a great gift idea, especially, think about this for a second. How many people out there do you know that have a cell phone? Everybody? Got to use this to charge those, especially if you're going away for the weekend, if you're traveling, if you're going, camping, if, you have a blackout, if you have a hurricane like we've had here so many times now, and you really need something like this to charge your devices. This is perfect for that as well. How many people out there that you know have got what we call a tablet, or they've got wireless earbuds, or they've got anything like that, AirPods, all that stuff, anything that charges wirelessly. My watch, I could set my watch on there and it would charge my watch because I wear a digital watch. All these different things can charge off of this. And now if it's not you, if you're one of the folks out there who's like, I just got the cell phone and nothing else, what about your kids? What about your grandkids, nieces and nephews, all those people that like every year, I don't know about you, but for me, every year I got to sit and I got to really, really think about what I'm going to give as a gift to my nieces and nephews, all right? For me, that's a big deal because I don't know what they're into anymore. I have no idea. They're both out of college. I'm like, I don't know what you guys do. But here's what I do know. They both have cell phones. They both have AirPods. They both have tablets. All those things can be charged off of these. And again, I'm going to pick this up just to show it to you. When I hold it up next to me here, it's not like so big that you couldn't put it in a backpack. You can't carry this in a briefcase. You couldn't put this in a purse. But remember what I said at the beginning of this, 26,800 milliamp hours. Now, for example, the phone I'm holding right here is 5,000 milliamp hours on the battery. It's one of the biggest batteries that you can get in a phone. But guess what? That 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and that can be charged 5 times and then some off of this charger that you're buying right now. It's only $59.99, and I know I say it like, oh, got that, like that's nothing. It's not that it's not nothing. It's the value that you're getting with this. It even has right here little LED lights that show you the level of charge on the device itself. So that tells me that this is fully charged right there. Even the fact that I've had 2, 3 things plugged into it still has a full charge. And this will last and last and last. And let's go over the features again for everybody who's just joining us. Don't forget that there's a little button right here. And by the way, this whole thing is ruggedized, meaning it is waterproof, it is shockproof, it is dustproof. You can take this with you everywhere you go. If I press and hold the button, the lights are going to come on here. You can see those are very, very bright LEDs, 2 of them. Press it again, it's going to tap out SOS. That's actually a really great feature if you're on a boat, if you're out camping somewhere and you get lost or hurt, you can actually just set this down and let it do its thing. I guarantee you any first responder is going to know exactly what that means, and I know because I used to be one. And then there's a strobe feature, and I don't want to do that for too long because I know there are people at home that are sensitive to that. But it's got that strobe feature as well. And you know what? I don't have to worry that if I'm in a situation where there's no power to plug this in and charge it. I could in any USB charger, but I've got a giant solar panel on top of this. I mean, that solar panel is like 6 inches wide. I mean, it's just long. It's really big. Now, Judy's telling us on our Facebook chat that she gave portable chargers to all of her granddaughters for Christmas one year, and they absolutely love them. And that's the cool thing about this. Not only is this a really unique gift in the sense that it's got so many interesting features on it, but it's a thoughtful gift. This is the kind of thing you give to someone and they're like, you know what? That's great that you gave me that. And listen, I've got lots of little chargers. I've got little tiny ones that are 10,000 amps or less. Here's the problem with that. I use them one time and they're pretty much dead. I could charge my phone 2 times off of one of those chargers. I could charge it 5 times off of this. That means I'm going to go, honestly, my phone will last almost a day. I could go for a week with this. And if I only had this, I could charge my phone over and over and over again. And by the way, this Qi charger that's on the back of this, that is no small thing because typically you pay a premium to get one of these on any charger or any device that you buy out there. And that's kind of all the rage right now with people is to get that Qi charger because all you do is set your phone down on it. So even if you're working, if you're sitting at your desk, if you're out, sitting by a campfire or something, you don't have to plug it in and drag this around. You just set your phone on top of it. It automatically recognizes, it automatically will start charging at $59.99. Give us a call at the phone number. It's a toll-free number, 888-247-8712. 888-247-8712. Kelly, Laura says hi. And by the way, if you're wondering like who I'm talking to, all these people I'm talking about, Judy and Laura and Mike and all these other people that are joining us in the chat this evening, Kathy, it's because they are on Facebook right now and they're in our live chat and they're interacting with each other and they're also talking to me. And like I love that fact that Judy gave me the idea about, you know, that she told me that she gave it as a gift to her granddaughters. And like I said, you know, me, I'm a gadget geek. I see something like this, I'm all over it. Remember, you can plug devices into this. I'll do that again, too, just to show you. I'm a gadget geek, so I'm one of those people that, like, this is the kind of thing that is right up my alley. So I'm plugging in the USB-C, I'm plugging in the USB-A, so now we got the lantern charging, we got a fan charging. I'm going to put my phone on top right there. The phone recognizes it. That starts charging. Everything is charging out here. You know, that's the beauty of this, is that it is so powerful, it is so versatile, and it's so rugged. A lot of times you've got to be delicate with electronics. This you can take with you anywhere you go. And by the way, you would think that all the things I said was enough. This has what's called an intelligent chip inside of it. So, and this is really something called, Brenda wants to know if it's solar powered. It is solar powered. It can recharge off the power of the sun. So that's why it's so awesome to have this for a hurricane or a blackout or anything like that. This is going to be perfect for you. But when you use this, okay, and you plug your phone or whatever device in there, because let's face it, phones cost upwards of $1,000, $2,000, some of them. It's the folding kind, $2,000, all right? You don't want to blow up your phone. This won't do that. This has a smart chip that's going to protect your products. It's going to protect against overcharging, over discharging. It's going to protect it from excessive current going in, shorting. I mean, so many different things. This is, without exception, maybe the best charger that I personally have ever seen. And that's why I'm offering it to you tonight for $59.99. And I'll be honest with you. The manufacturer suggested retail on this is higher than that price. Like they wanted me to charge like another $30 on this, I think, and I said absolutely not. Not for our, you know, people here at Shop Social TV. I'm sorry, Kelly, what'd you say? Yeah, sure. Okay, so Brenda was asking about the solar panel, so I'm going to flip this over and show. That's the Qi charger on that side, and then this on this side is the giant solar panel that's on there. So, you know, if you were wondering if this is actually going to gather electricity for you, if it's going to store that power, this is maybe one of the biggest solar panels I've ever seen as well. This thing has so many impressive features on it, honestly. If you're not buying this right now, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be December real soon. Very, very quickly. Let me put my phone back on there, put a little more charge on my phone. 3 objects right now, 3 objects, 3 devices being charged on here. Oh, got to turn it back on. Oh, there we go. But I want everybody out there to know that, like, you know, September's right around the corner. October, November, December, real quick. And here's the thing. Once we get into fourth quarter, where everybody is buying all their Christmas presents and everybody's scrambling, we all know what's going on in the world. Prices are going up pretty much everywhere and everything, okay? We got these in stock now, okay, ahead of the curve, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why they're only $59.99 here at Shop Social TV. So don't wait till the last minute. If you're looking at that going like, you know what, my granddaughter would love this, my grandson, my niece, my nephew, my kids, get it now. Your husband, your wife, any of those people, somebody who travels. Like I've been traveling a lot lately. I've kind of turned into a road warrior again. I was years ago, and I'm back doing it. And I'm telling you, it is a godsend. If I'm sitting in an airport terminal and I'm waiting for a flight, everybody's looking for some place to plug in their electronics. They're all scrambling, trying to find some place. I just take out my charger. I set my phone down on top of that. And no matter how long I'm there, no matter how many layovers I have, no matter how many days I'm going where I'm having to fight with people to get power, this is going to be great. What did Judy say? One of my granddaughters used hers on the boat. That's what this is about. You know, not having to worry about power for your phone, for your devices, for your earbuds, for your tablets, for all those things, for fans like this. If you got kids that play sports, you know how important this is. And actually, I can run that off of this as well, because it is that constant power that's coming out of there. And again, if you're just joining us, this is not just any charger. This is a 26,800 milliamp hour charger that is dustproof, waterproof, shockproof. all those things, that has a Qi charger on top of it, that has solar panels built into the back of it right here to charge it up, that also has 3 different ports on it, so you can do 2 USB-A devices and a USB-C, or you could charge this by the USB-C if you want to. And this has built-in flashlights as well, and they are super, super bright right there, 2 of them. Plus they tap out SOS for you, plus they have a strobe feature if you're really, really in trouble. It's got all these amazing features on here that's going to allow you to just take this anywhere that you want to go. I'll put my phone back on here. I like putting the phone on here just to get a little more charge every time we come back to it. But so give us a call right now. Operator standing by. One of them's named Mike, and he's going to be thrilled to talk to you. The phone number is 888-247-8712. 888-247-8712. It's a toll-free call, which means you're not paying for it. You know what else you're not paying for here? Shipping. You don't pay for shipping here at Shop Social TV, okay? You place your order and it goes out to you. I got this one, I want to say in 5 days, I think, right, Lee? 5 days. It came to me in 5, because here's the thing. If I show it to you out here, I order these. You know, I have them, I do a test and I just, you know, have people ship them to me and say, like, okay, let's see how long my shipping company is going to take to send this. And that's what I do. And that's how I got this. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but you also get a cord with this. So this little USB cord that you've got here goes both ways. You can plug it into the USB-C side or the USB-A side. You can use it for charging devices. You can also use it for recharging this if you're someplace that actually has power. Now, if you're calling right now and you're saying, gosh, what's going on? I got a voice message, or I'm on hold right now and you're listening to some lovely, you know, music, you could go to our website. It's right there underneath the phone number, shopsstv.com. That's shopsstv.com. Or use the QR code, okay? If you use that QR code, you'll cut to the front of the line. There is no waiting there. It'll take you to the very page for this exact item. Now, Judy made a great point. She said she remembers paying this price for a 10,000 milliamp charger once. You know what? There was a time, not that long ago actually, where they charged so much money for the, get what I said? Charge? They charged so much money for these. But here's the thing. Yeah, like all things, as technology moves forward, they get better, they become more efficient, and sometimes the prices come down a little bit. Unfortunately, we're kind of battling some things right now where even if the prices are going down, they're going up on the other side. So it's kind of a weird time when it comes to buying products. But we got these in under the wire, if you know what I'm saying. So that means that you could take advantage of the pricing tonight. Again, call the toll-free number, 888-247-8712. Place your order right now. This is a great device for anybody out there who has a cell phone. I think we all do. Anybody out there who's got an iPad, anybody out there who's got, you know, earbuds, you know, a digital watch like I do. I mean, I literally do not have, games, video games for the kids. That's right. Lee was giving me the universal signal for video game, which is like using a joystick, using the controllers. And, you know, he just came back from a trip not that long ago with the kids riding in the back seat playing their video games. And I'm telling you, this is a great way to keep those charged as well, especially because, you know, Lee's got 3 kids. All 3 of them could be charging their devices at one time with 26,800 milliamp hours. You know, and I was talking about giving these as a gift to your kids, your grandkids, your nieces and nephews. But what if they have kids that are in that exact situation where they've got their gaming consoles that they bring with them and they want to play them in the car and they go dead? You got to get one of these, carry it in the car with you. Because again, listen, it's substantial, but it's not so heavy that you're going to notice it. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm carrying that with me. Now, Kathy just said, thank you, Kathy. She said such a lovely thing to me on Facebook, the chat on Facebook Live, that our prices are fantastic. You know what? We try to really be fair with everybody out there. Because quite honestly, I'm pretty sure I could have charged more for this, but I actually am the one to get to make the decisions on this. Okay, Kelly has some input too. But we get to decide ourselves what we want to charge. And this is one where I said, I'm not going over $60 on this, $59.99 with the free shipping. With the free shipping on this. And remember, you're getting the solar panel. You're getting the solar panel. You're getting the Qi charger. You're getting the 3 plugs on the side right here. So you can plug in 3 different devices on there, or you can charge it that way as well to replenish this. You're getting that solar panel right there, and then you're getting the lights. I'm not going to turn them on this time, but you get those 2 lights right there, 2 LED lights that will do super bright light. They'll do the tap out SOS, and they'll also do the strobe feature as well, all in one tiny unit. I say tiny, about 6 inches across the whole way. Actually, it's a little more than that, maybe about 7 inches across on that. Lee, get me the tape measure, would you? I'm going to tell everybody exactly how big this is. Lee's going to go grab me a tape measure here because we got a couple minutes left, just so everybody out there knows. But this is a great piece. And you know what? One of the things that I really like about it is if you look at the way this is built, it's rubberized in the corners, because chances are if you drop it, that's where it's going to hit. Rubberized in the corners, rubberized on the sides, waterproof, dustproof, and that's the shockproof part right there. So if you do drop it, you're not going to kill it. Even the door right here that you open and close to do charging, okay, it's a gasket. It's rubberized. So when you close this, that's why we can say that this is waterproof. So boom, just like that. Speaking of waterproof, do you guys hear the thunder outside? Wow. It's going to storm here in just a few seconds. Look at that. This is a great piece, guys. And again, $59.99 for this one. I think this is only the second presentation I've done with this because I really wanted everybody to have a chance at buying this tonight, especially as long as we've got the free shipping and handling list. Lee, don't worry about the tape measure. We're going to move on. Is that right, Kelly? Am I moving on? Oh, I got a tape measure. Okay, hang on, folks. Real quick, I want to show everybody that. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate you. All right. So, in case you were wondering how big this is, and coming up at 9 p.m., we've got this massage gun that we had last time. I said this was 7 inches. It's exactly 7 inches long. Isn't that amazing? 7 inches by about 3.5. 7 inches by 3.5 on the solar charger. And then the massage gun with the 4 different attachments on that thing are coming later. That thing's amazing. But again, it's about 7 inches from tip to tip by 3.5 on this guy right there. So we're going to move on right now to our next item, but you can still get in and get that deal right now. Coming up, by the way, is our Hopple table in just a little bit. Where am I going now? Over here? Over here? Over there. Ah, okay. So that's going to be coming up in a little bit. That actually, we had that the other night. We sold a bunch of those the other night. A lot of people jumping in on those. Hey, Lee, can you find the remote for these windows? I just want to turn the lights on back there because they're not on. I just think they look pretty when they're on. So we're moving on to our next item. Now, this is another item that we cut the price on last week and got a huge response to this. So again, whenever I cut the price on something, I like to show it to you a couple times so that you can actually get in on it, take advantage of this. I'm just going to move over just a tiny bit. There we go. So this is the origami adjustable rack, okay? These are $79.99. They're made of powder-coated steel, and they'll hold up to 320 pounds without the wheels on them. And Judy's still talking about the charger, that they're waterproof, shockproof, and dustproof. All of that. And those are still available. These guys right here, guess what? Free shipping on these as well. I know, it's crazy because look how big they are. They weigh about 26 pounds. So they've got, you know, some nice weight to them. But again, listen to what I say. 320-pound weight capacity on these without the wheels on them. Yes, and Judy said origami is the best. Origami really is, guys. When I say we, I have been selling origami on TV now for 15 years, okay? The pieces I have that are 15 years old look exactly the same today as they did the day I got them. But let me show you everything that this one can do. So the reason we call it an adjustable rack is that I can take any shelf on here and I can position it wherever I need it to be. So if I want to take this shelf and move it up to here, because I got something tall that I want to put down here, I can totally do that, okay? That's what makes this an adjustable shelf, all right? These are all powder-coated steel shelves on here, and I'm going to show you the side of this just so you can see what makes that magic happen, and it's these right here, these steel rungs that go down here, just like a ladder. The shelves themselves are precision cut so that I can move this shelf into any position that I need it to be in, any one of these rungs. Each one of these rungs is 6 inches apart. Now, this was just a few weeks ago, $99.99. We have cut the price. And by the way, that was a great price. That's the lowest price I've ever seen on this. Did you see what Laura just said? She said these are luigami. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Luigami. 6 inches between each one of these rungs on the side here. And here's the cool thing about these. There are 10 rungs on there. So you've got 10 different positions where you can put these. The shelves on these, you can see through them. Right here, as you can see, all right? The reason we do that with origami, they put these little holes in here, is because since this is powder-coated steel, you can use these indoors and you can use these outdoors as well, okay? And knowing that you're going to use them outdoors, what does it do outside like it's doing here right now? It rains, okay? So since it rains outside, we don't want water pooling on these, so that's going to be aeration. It's going to be for airflow and for water flow. I'm sorry, Kelly, what'd you say? Ah, you have color choices. I am just all over the road tonight. All right, 3 choices in the color. You can choose from the black, the white, or the silver. Black, white, or silver. They're all on our website if you want to see, because I don't have all the colors out here. But if you want to see the colors, you can absolutely go to our website and you can see them right there. Kathy's saying how she bought some of it from me 15 years ago, the big origami racks. At midnight, it was probably today's special when you bought them. Now, let me show you what makes origami origami, though, because origami is named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding, all right? And that's because any piece of origami that you buy, and we've got a couple other pieces that we sell here. I'm hoping to get a few more. And one day, hopefully we'll have some different choices for you out here. But these guys right here that you're looking at, they have to fold because that's what origami does. So watch this. I'm going to fold this one down, boom, just like that. And that's what you're going to be transporting if you're moving them. Judy's saying I'm the original origami man. I am. You can transport these like this, take them with you, and all you've got to do is take this and the shelves with you wherever you're going. That's also how they're going to ship to you. So here's the thing. These ship flat packed in a box. And again, $79.99 for origami is an insane price. I tell you right now, you could go anywhere in the internet and look around, and you are not going to find these for this price. That's right. Our friend Brenda in the Facebook chat is saying how she's got bunches and bunches. She's got a lot of origami. You know why? Brenda's a smart woman. She wouldn't be buying more and more origami if these weren't great, and they are great. So when you get them home, as I was saying, they're going to be flat packed in a box. Okay. Now, normally when you see flat pack furniture, what do? You panic. Because you got to build it. It's going to take days. All right? Watch this. With origami, you want to talk about immediate gratification? Grab the sides, pull that open like that. Now I'm going to show you the back of this guy right here. This is what we call the origami toggle. And Judy made a good point. There's a lot of knockoffs. This is patented, so they best not have that on them. Okay? I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to push down. Now, the whole rack just sat down. When I did that, this whole thing just sat down. Okay? This is already structurally sound, but watch what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to start taking my shelves and we're going to make choices. Like, where do we want to put these? Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to put this one about a foot off the floor. And that just fits right into place. And by the way, the reason these fit into place so well is that, I'll hold this one in front here just for a second so everybody could see this. The reason these fit into place so well is right here. These are precision cut to fit on the rungs that are on this. So when I set this in place, there's no wiggle. Okay, it is precise. It is sitting exactly where I put it. So let's do that. Let's decide where I want this to go now. All right, so I'm going to take this out of here. Here we go. All right, I'm going to place this one about a foot above the other one. Remember, each of these rungs is 6 inches apart. So I can place these wherever I want to as I'm working my way up here. And I'll do this one another foot apart. And then I'm going to put the top shelf another foot apart because for some reason tonight I'm feeling like I need to have something very linear going on here. It's my OCD kicking in. Now, we're done. This is what it's going to look like from the front, but I can move these shelves anywhere I want. Brenda's like, ooh, I love these. See, I don't think Brenda's ever seen these, and she has a lot of origami that she's bought from us over the years. This is a very unique piece in the origami line because you can move those shelves. In fact, take a look at the one that's over here next to me. And I want you just to see how much we're able to fit on here and how we can either make all the shelf heights the same, the distance in between, in other words, or if you look down here, we had a laundry basket that we decided that we wanted to collapse. By the way, if you've never had a collapsible laundry basket, Kelly, we got to get some of those to sell on the air here because we've got some of these at home and I love these. But look at that. Look how close those two shelves are, 6 inches apart, but just enough to put that in there because that's what we're storing there. And then we've got lots of room on the bottom for a full laundry basket, or it could be a cooler, or it could be, anything you want to put down there. Brenda has over 50 origamis, by the way. So get on the Facebook chat. If you're not on Facebook right now, get on Facebook right now and look us up and start checking out all the products that we have out there, okay? And join the chat because this is really awesome, this deal right now. $79.99. We cut the price by $20 last week on this, and we're still giving you free shipping and handling on this. And what did Judy say? You can buy two, take one rack and connect it to the other and make it an entertainment center. You absolutely could do. Actually, wow, you just gave me. All right, I'm going to do something here I've never done before, but you just gave me a crazy idea. Hang on a second. Sometimes, you know what? You guys are smarter than I am. I'm going to say that right now. So if you had two racks that were the same color, oh my goodness. How did I never think of this? Look what I just did. I just took one of the shelves from this side and stuck it in between the two, and now they're connected. I can even move them around. This is nuts. You know what? I don't think anybody has ever done this before with these racks. No one. So we just made a discovery live on television right here on Shop Social TV that you could actually take. If you buy 2 of these tonight, you can do this, and you can put the shelves, in the middle between the 2 of them to hold them together. That's craziness right now. Now, if you're just joining us, let me show everybody from the beginning how you break these down, how you stow them, how you transport them. Hey, who's got kids out there that are headed back to college now? A lot of people, I think. And if you're scrambling, or maybe you got grandkids, nieces, nephews, the whole thing. If you've got somebody like that in your life that needs furniture, maybe it's their first apartment, maybe it's for their dorm room. These are not only to be great for them to take with them because they are powder-coated steel. They will resist chipping, scratching, and corrosion. So you can use them inside or outside if you want to. But think about their parents, their poor parents that have to, poor for 2 things. 1, because they got to pay for the school, but 2, because they got to figure out how to get all their furniture and clothes and everything back and forth. A lot of times you're renting a van, you're getting a trailer, you're doing something to get that stuff home. With origami, you can easily take this with you, and because it comes down, it compacts down to like maybe 2 inches. This is easy to stow anywhere you want, and then you just got to put those shelves in there with you. And then when you get to where you're going and you're like, you know what? I'm going to set this up. And this is great, by the way, if you're somebody out there that does flea markets. If you're like Brenda and you go to art shows and you paint glassware or anything like that, these are spectacular for this very reason. Because you can break them down, you can set them up. And by the way, you ever try this with particle board? Or take particle board and leave it outside or anything like that? Because that's misery. I'm going to tell you right now. And the particle board will swell up and it will absolutely disintegrate when you take this out there. Look at that. In the time I was talking, I put this whole thing together in just a couple of seconds and without tools, as you notice. Now, at the beginning of the presentation, I mentioned that this will hold up to 320 pounds. That's if you don't put the wheels on it. So 320 pounds would be 80 pounds per shelf, and there's 4 shelves on here, okay? Here's the thing. If you do put the wheels on this, it raises it about 3 inches off the ground. We don't want it to get tippy, so we recommend that you limit yourself to 75 pounds per shelf, or 50 pounds per shelf, I should say. So even at 50 pounds per shelf, though, this is going to hold 200 pounds of weight, okay, with the wheels on it. And that's 200 pounds that you can roll around, okay? Without the wheels, though, remember, you go to that maximum weight capacity of 320 pounds. So that opens up an entire world of possibilities. I'm going to show you the sides of this. And by the way, this measures about 30 inches across by 1 foot deep on the shelf here, about 11 inches on the shelf. When you add in the sides here, it's about 1 foot. So if you're trying to figure out where in your house this is going to fit, that's really all the space you need. Less than 3 feet across, 30 inches by about 1 foot standoff from the wall. So, and powder-coated steel all the way around on this. So really a great piece. Give us a call right now. I know for a fact that we've got some great people standing by. I give them chairs so they can sit. Ready to take your phone calls. 888-247-8712 is the number. 888-247-8712. Give us a call right now and place your order. Remember, free shipping tonight, and we just cut the price on this last Thursday, before we went on the air. It was $20 more. We took $20 off at $79.99. But guess what? We didn't decide to charge you shipping on it. We kept it, cut the price, but gave you the free shipping still. Now, color choices on this are going to be black, white, or silver. Black, white, or silver. All your main colors, okay? Depending on your decor, depending on where you're going to want to put these. They're great for the laundry room. They're great for the kitchen. They're great for the kids' room. These are great for a walk-in pantry as well. Walk-in closet if you need to add extra shelving in there. These are great. How much time left, Kelly? Oh, okay. All right. We're going to move on right now. But, folks, seriously, take advantage of the adjustable origami shelves right here at this price. $20 off today with free shipping and handling. 3 color choices, black, white, silver. Let's move on to our next item. These are still available. Okay, this one, I launched it last week. It was the first day that I had it. And I loved it so much, I was like, I don't care. I'm putting it on the air, even if I'm not 100% ready to sell this. And guess what? It was the best-selling item that we had on the air last week. You know why? Because it's a great camera. And what you're looking at right here is actual footage from this dash cam. I'm driving my truck here. We're in the Tampa Bay area, and I'm getting on the highway. And my gosh, look how crisp, how beautiful that footage is. That's full HD, 1080p video that you're looking at right there. And this is what's called a dual dash cam. And the dual part of this means that it comes with a secondary camera that looks out the back. The second camera is actually a backup camera. So if you're like me and you've got a car where I already have a built-in backup camera, I don't need that secondary camera, but the deal on this is so good that I didn't care. I have a camera that looks about this good that I paid $100 for, and I bought it at the A store online. You think you know the one I'm talking about. The ones where you do have to pay for a membership to get free shipping, unlike here at Shop Social TV, where we give you free shipping. This guy right here at $64.99 is crazy. And again, this is one of those products that I researched, and I looked at a bunch of different products, and I decided, you know what? The features on this one make this so good, I want to share this with everybody. First of all, when you look at this, it's funny. It comes with the suction cup you see right there. Okay, so you can mount this right to your windshield, all right? Don't put it in your field of view, though. You don't want to do that. This has a 4-inch screen on the back of it. I'm going to see which way is it best to turn it. That way. All right. It has a 4-inch screen on the back of it. And you can see how amazing the image quality is on that, all right? That's a big screen. Most cell phones these days are somewhere in the 6-inch variety. So this is almost the size of a cell phone, which I think is awesome, because by doing that, you can get a higher quality lens on this, a higher quality element inside of it, the chip that actually records the video, and you get a better, it just looks better. And you can see how crisp and clean that looks right there. Then, on the side of this, right here's the menu. You can see right there. Everything, here's the funny thing. I never read the directions for mine when I got it. It just made so much sense. I started pressing buttons and everything worked. So on the side right here, there's real tactile buttons. So you're not touching a touch screen. You're not getting your fingerprints all over this like some of them. No, there are buttons right here on the side. These silver things are all buttons going down the side right there. And you just use those to go through the menu and choose the different features that you want. Like what? Well, you tell it. Do you want to do loop recording? Loop recording is where when it gets to the end of the SD card that's inside of this, it'll go back to the beginning, and it'll just keep recording over it. But I mean, you're talking about it'll record a lot of video before it does that. So it's got that feature on there as well. The camera on the front of this has a 170-degree viewing angle, which is huge. I mean, it's a wide field of view. So like when you're sitting in your car, it'll see more than you can see, okay? Because you don't have that much peripheral, okay? This does. You don't have that much on that. Has night vision built into it here. These are all infrared little lights that are built around the outside, those little dots right there, and these guys over here. And that's what's going to help you have that beautiful, crisp, clean night vision. In fact, I need to take mine out and shoot some night footage. I keep forgetting to take the night footage off of my card and bring it in here to show everybody. But that's something I'm going to do real soon. It has a parking monitor feature on this. So you can put it in a special mode that if you leave your car, like I've been traveling a lot, as I mentioned before, when I'm at the airport, I don't know what's going on with my truck while it's sitting there for 5 days, okay? But if somebody bumps into it, if somebody hits it, the camera's going to start recording right away, and it's going to let you know. Look at the footage. I think this was what last week, what really sold people on this was the quality of this footage, because this is gorgeous. And Judy says that she's got a dash cam like this one, but this has so many more features. I'm telling you, that's why I picked this one, because it is just feature rich. But I'm going to be honest with you. I really love it for exactly what you're seeing here. The quality of that video while I'm driving, so I don't have to worry. Now, a lot of people are like, why in the world do I need a dash cam? Let me tell you something. You get into an accident, hopefully not a serious one, even a minor accident, you are going to wish to high heaven that you had a dash cam in your car, and here's why. People lie. And that's all there is to it, all right? And now, I don't say this as just, some paranoid crazy man. I say this as somebody that worked in law enforcement for 23 years, okay? I have heard stories, my friends, and I can tell you stories. And if you ever run into me in person, buy me a beer, and I will tell you some of my stories. But I know that having a dash cam can make all the difference in the world, because you can't refute, what you see on the video. It's there. Prima facie evidence of whatever happened, who's at fault. You can see all of that there, okay? And the quality of the video makes a huge difference, because I've seen some bad dash cams in my day. where you're kind of trying to guess, is that a car? Is that a truck? What is that? You can't really tell. With this one, when you get close enough behind a vehicle where like you could actually read the license plate yourself, the camera reads the license plate. And in fact, you could take the video off of there, put it on your computer, and blow it up, and you could read that from even greater distance away because the detail on this is so good. Remember, this is 1080p on the main sensor that's on the front of this right there. That's the word I was searching for earlier. So give us a call right now because we've priced this to go. $64.99 on this one. Give us a call at the phone number you see on your screen. It's toll free. It's not going to cost you a penny to call us. 888-247-8712. By the way, we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee with this guy. Okay, so you are totally no risk at all. Now, the things I'm moving into the camera frame here so you can see them. Let me move this over a little bit. This is the cord. That's actually, okay, this little guy right here is actually the backup camera that comes with this. So if you don't have a backup camera in your car, this is a great way to wire this in there. Now, now I'm not going to lie, you do have to wire this into your backup light, okay, with this yellow wire right there. But most of the cars now have a backup camera, so I don't know if you're going to need that or not. It doesn't matter. This part is so good. The price is so good on this. Whether you use this or not, it's not a big deal. This is the cord that we give you with this. And notice you can plug this right into what we used to call a cigarette lighter, the power port in your car, and run it off of that. There's a massive 12-foot cord that comes with this. So you literally can plug this in and hide the cable. That's what I did with mine. I hid the cable like up on the roof of my car and down the side where the windows and everything, and then across the dashboard. So you can't even see where my cable goes. It's just plugged in there. Or if you don't want to do that, you can plug this in with just a USB cable, okay, and buy a long one, and you can like run that cord wherever you want. Because like I have USB ports in my truck too. I could plug it in there if I want to, and run this off of that. So a lot of choices with this, but look at the footage one more time here. For $64.99, guys, normally something like this with this kind of quality is going to cost $100 or more. And you're going to pay shipping for it, or you're going to pay that price to join that club, that membership, so that you get the free shipping. Here at Shop Social TV, you don't have to do that. $64.99, free shipping included on this right now. This was the best-selling item last week. So Mike, chances are Mikey is very busy right now answering the phones along with everybody else back there. What's that, Kelly? Oh, Mary, thank you so much. Mary bought one of our solar power banks. Mary, we really appreciate that. I would love to know if she's keeping that or giving that as a gift, because for me, that's well, I'd have to buy two. I'd have to keep one for myself and then buy a gift. Now, look at how good the quality on this is, and you'll notice something too. You see a little bit of reflection on my windshield and the sun. I'm driving into the sun right there. It's just off to the right-hand side of my car or my truck, and that's impressive because there's a thing called HDR, high dynamic range, and what that means is that you could see things that are in the dark, dark shadows, like those trees right there, and you can see things that are in the bright, bright spots like the clouds. And notice, you can still see detail in the clouds. You can see, look at the color of the grass right there. I mean, how gorgeous that is. And you can see details in the trees. So if there was a person on the side of the road that was going to route in front of your car, a little kid chasing a ball, a dog, anything like that, the camera would see that, okay? Here's the other thing. There's going to be no doubt in anybody's mind what color the traffic light was when you went through the intersection. No doubt whether there was a stop sign. What did the speed limit sign say? How many times have I heard people saying, officer, that sign, said 55, and I'm thinking the speed limit's 35. Guess what? It was 55, okay? You can show that, and you can say, here's proof, positive. And watch this as we go around this corner here. And this is the exact camera that you're buying right now. This is that exact dash cam. Look at that license plate. I almost needed that license plate too. That guy just like at the last second was like, I'm gonna go here, and he just turned, okay? That's why you want the dash camera in your car. Now, think about everybody in your family. You should have one in every single vehicle, number one. I'm telling you guys, the day comes you got to make an insurance claim. It goes so much better when you can show them video footage. The other thing to think about too is for those young people that have just started driving, because they're going to make mistakes, but people are going to try and take advantage of them too, and that's why I say you need to get one of these and put it in your vehicle. Let's go over the features one more time. I'm going to show you everything on here. Okay, first of all, when you look at this, there's that giant sensor that's on there. Somebody said to me the other day they liked this because it looked like an old-fashioned camera, and it really does, except look how thin that is. I mean, this thing is wafer thin when you look at it right there. I mean, it is super, super skinny, except for the lens and the sensor. Now, why would that be? Those are the things that matter. That lens and that sensor that are built into this, that's what's going to save you when you have an issue, the quality of the video that comes off of that. Now, also, notice the silver buttons on the side there. These are tactile buttons. You can actually press these. They're little clicky buttons, okay? That's going to get you through the menus and change everything on there. And then if I turn it around, you can see, look at the quality. I don't know if you really want to see this or not, but look at the quality of the image on here. I mean, this is good. This might be better than our cameras in the studio. This is just crazy. A lot of people, just like last week, a lot of people are tuning in. A lot of people are buying these cameras right now. All right, I'm going to stop staring at you. What color are my eyes? Can you see what color my eyes are? Yeah. So get in on this deal right now. Take advantage of this one, guys, because this is, again, you know, we set the prices here. I could have charged anything I wanted. By the way, that's a little cockeyed. I can actually adjust that. There's a little adjusting screw on top here. So I can set that right, boom, right there. I can set it exactly where I want to. Yeah, see, Judy, that's the thing, Judy, is that technology moves forward. Judy's on our Facebook chat, by the way, folks. If you have access to Facebook, jump on there, search for us, Shop Social TV. We have a live Facebook chat going on right now. Judy just said she's got a dash cam, but this one has so many more features. And she also said she can see my blue eyes. That's why I did it for you. But that's the thing, technology moves. This one is the most feature packed that I could find that not only was under $100, but I knew I could sell it for under $65. That was my goal, and I think we met that goal. Look at the video footage. This is actual footage from the same camera. It was this exact one. I took it out with me and drove around with it. This is the exact footage coming off of this so you could see the quality of what you're going to get. You know what's amazing to me, though, and I said this earlier, the high dynamic range, how much detail you see in that sky, how much detail you can see. The grass, I mean, look at that. It's not like this blur of green. You can actually tell. Look at it. You can see dark spots in the grass. You can see all the vehicles that are going to be like coming from the side of the road. There's no shenanigans. Nobody's going to be able to say, oh, you know, they were speeding. No. I can tell you're not speeding just by looking at this footage, and I can tell when that person jumps out in front of you. Thank you, Judy. I love you, too. Judy says she loves me. I love that. You know what I love, too? This dash cam. Just because I really am proud of the fact that we were able to get this at such an amazing price, okay? And again, if you're new to us here at Shop Social TV, I've been in this business selling products on TV for over 30 years, over 35 actually. But I started when I was really, really young. We're gonna go with that. And this is one of those products that just, you know, jazzes me. I see something like this and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Not only would this be a great gift for somebody, because let's face it, everybody's got cars, everybody drives, even the young ones, they drive, you know, 15, 16-year-olds, the kids in college who are driving. I used to have to drive 3.5 hours to go to school. I went to school in Massachusetts for college and I lived in New York, so I was driving back and forth. I wish we had dash cams back then, because I had, you know, one time I had a hubcap come off a car, right? It hit the pavement in front of me, skidded under my car and put a hole in my gas tank. And we couldn't claim the insurance because they didn't believe that. They thought I was off-roading in it, you know? So having a dash cam, you would have seen that thing happen. It would have been absolutely amazing. So remember the accessories that come with it too? You are going to get the plug right there. You can put that in your power port, or what we old folks used to call a cigarette lighter. And that's a very long cord. You got about a 12-foot cord on there. So you're going to be able to put that anywhere, you know, plug it in anywhere in the vehicle that you want to. And then you get the backup camera on here as well. And the backup camera that's on this is really something. This also has the little infrared sensors on it as well. So at night you'll be able to see what's behind you if your backup lights aren't doing the job. Now, but like I said earlier, don't let if you already got a backup camera built into your car and you're looking at it going like, I don't want that. I already got a backup camera. Guys, look at the price. You're not paying for the backup camera. Okay, it's not like we're charging a premium for that. That's just a bonus. That's thrown in with the whole thing. $64.99 for a camera this quality, a dash cam that's this good, that's so easy to operate. Here's the other cool thing about this. You don't have to remember to turn it on or off, okay? The minute I turn my truck on, this camera comes on and starts recording. When I get to where I'm going, I press the button to turn my truck off. I got one of those, the buttons. Turn it off and the camera stops. So it's automatic, nothing to think about there. Okay, We're going to take, I'm going to give everybody one more minute because there's a lot of people calling right now. By the way, if you don't know, I can hear Kelly in my ear. She talks to me in my ear. I hear voices in my head too, but I hear Kelly in my ear. So give us a call right now, 888-247-8712, 888-247-8712. I hope poor Mike and the other folks that are answering the phones right now are not completely swamped. If you're watching and you're sitting at home going like, I can't get through to anybody there. I don't know what's going on. Guys, we're a small channel. We get overwhelmed sometimes. So use the website, shopsstv.com. Or if you've got a cell phone, open up the camera, point it at that QR code. That's what that mess down there is right there. All that. Point it at that. It's going to actually open up a web address. You're going to press that, and it's going to take you to our website where you're going to be able to see this exact item, that exact page. What did you just say, Kelly? Oh, people are buying multiples at one time. Okay, so get in on this deal. I don't even know how many of these we have left. So please take advantage of that right now. By the way, Kelly, Judy says that you're beautiful, that we love you too, beautiful Kelly. So there you go. All right, folks, we're going to move on to our next item. Watch this quick video. It's going to explain to you how you can order from us here at Shop Social TV. We're glad you're here shopping with friends. We offer 3 easy ways to buy today's featured deals and much more. You can either call the phone number on your screen, visit our website at shopsstv.com, or open the camera on your cell phone, point it at the QR code on the screen, and open the link that pops up. You'll be taken to shopsstv.com, where you'll find today's deals plus other exciting products. While you're visiting shopsstv.com, be sure to explore the whole website to see everything we have to offer. We're always adding new hand-picked items. Subscribe to our email newsletter so you never miss a show. Call, browse, or click the QR code and start shopping with friends today. All right, welcome back into Shop Social TV. I'm your host, Lou Caputo, and I'm going to bring you something right now that we offered last week that people went crazy for as well. You know, whenever I have a product that everybody just gets really jazzed about, I like to bring it back and give everybody a couple minutes, those of you that missed out on it, because there are some folks that aren't internet savvy. They can't go to our website, or they don't know, they don't have a computer, they don't know how to do it. So they just call on the phone, but they can't remember the phone number. We're not here. So write down that phone number as well. Take a look at this. This is a massage gun. And we offered this last week. And I'm going to tell you something. I used to just poo-poo these things. I used to just think, like, why in the world would anybody need a percussive, massage gun like this? But guys, after you've tried this thing, you will never go back. I'm telling you right now. So when you buy this, you're going to buy the massage gun you see right here. It has 6 speeds on it, and I'll show you that in just a second. And you're also going to receive 4 different heads with this, and these are interchangeable. All you've got to do is just pull the head off, and they all just stick right in the front like that. So very, very easy to change from one head to the other. And I'll tell you exactly what all these do on this. But there's 6 speeds on here. You're getting the 4 heads. You're getting a charging cable with this as well. This is completely rechargeable off of any USB charger. I got so many USB chargers in my house right now. I used to get mad that my cell phones didn't come with USB chargers anymore. Now I'm just like, I got so many of them, it doesn't even matter. I even got some outlets now that have USB chargers built into them. So it's not even something I'm worried about at this point. But I will tell you this. You can never have enough of them. So if you're not like me and buy a new cell phone every 6 months, guess what? So let's talk about what makes this so special. First of all, let me take it off of here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it feels amazing in the hand. This is solid. Like when you feel this, when you get this home, this is absolutely solid. Now what I've got on here right now is the ball head, and this is for your large muscle groups. So if you got to do like your thighs, your calf muscles, if you're going to do your glutes or anything like that, this is perfect for that. The way you work it is right here on the back, there's one little button. You press that button, and right there, as soon as I give it a little press, it shows me what percentage the battery's at. And the battery on this is at 85%, okay? But if I press and hold, now it turns on. And there's 6 speeds on this. So there's speed number 1. Press it again, it's going to go to 2. And I think you can hear the sound. There's 3. There's 4. Listen to that thing go. 5. And then go to 6. And you are at the top right there. Now I'm going to turn it around so you can see. Look at the head on that thing go. Isn't that crazy? And if I put that on my forearm, look at the way that is massaging my forearm right now. I mean, it is, oh man, that is getting in there. And you can put pressure on it, and it will do an amazing job of doing that. Now, why in the world would you want to do that? Well, this is what we call deep tissue massage, okay? And there are a lot of benefits to deep tissue massage. One of them is that it helps to relieve pain. Another one is that it helps improve circulation. That's kind of a big deal, especially as we get older. And it's totally portable. Oh, by the way, if you are somebody like me that works out, this will relieve sore muscles. So, and the way that I got into these, the way I found out about these, was that I had a personal trainer years ago, and he insisted that we use one of these after a workout, or especially if like I had a day off and I came back in, he insisted that we use one of these. And the reason for that is because your muscles, especially if you've been exercising or working out in the yard or doing, you know, a lot out there, what happens is your muscles develop what's called fascia around them, okay? And that makes it hard to move. That's why people get like the frozen shoulders and stuff like that. And by the way, this is not a medical device by any means, but it helps you to relieve the symptoms that are caused by a lot of different things. So watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the head on this one. So I'm gonna take off the ball head, and I'm gonna go to the small flat head. And this one right here, the small flat head, is really what we call kind of like your general head. And when you put that one on, you can see right away how that's moving. I'm going to put that over the white there so you can see it, the white of the table. And we'll go all the way up to the top speed again. Look at that thing go. All right, and that, and the percussion from this, you can look at my fingers vibrating. This thing feels amazing. You know what, it's funny too, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to get, my hands are starting to get sore. I don't know what that's about. It's probably arthritis with my luck. But as I'm doing this, my gosh, that feels absolutely amazing. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to take this one off. And again, you press for 2 seconds and it shuts itself down. All right, I'm going to take that off of there as well. I got some wrapping on here too. Come on, get off my table. All right, let's go to this guy right here. Okay, this tip is our little, look at that, the little bullet tip that goes on the end of this here. Okay, this is what we call the small round head. And this is actually for use on your joints. So let's say like you've got, you know, a problem with like, you know, deep in the joint on your hand, like here. Oh, that's where mine's sore too. Oh yeah, and that's getting in there. And this is only $44.99 with all these heads, with all the features that this comes with. And if you go out, I went out last week, I was in an electronics store, and they were selling massagers in there. And the massagers that they had in the store, they were charging like $100 for them. I just thought, my God, you people have lost your minds. All right, now, look at this one here. This is what they call the U-head. And this is for use on your vertebrae, but not on the vertebrae themselves, but like around them. You can see how like you just go up and down your spine with this. And this is going to kind of tap everything as it goes up and down there. And again, you know, listen, consult your doctor ahead of time. I always tell people that. Make sure your doctor says, hey, yeah, no, it's okay if you use one of these things. But it is going to make you feel wonderful. It just, you know what the biggest benefit of these is for me? It just makes me feel loose. Like I feel like, you know what, I can do anything. I've got greater mobility now. You know, remember the things I said just a few minutes ago. 6 speeds on this, 4 massage heads built into this. And this guy is going to help you with sore muscles. It's going to help you if if you've got some pain, some aches and pains. It's going to help give you that deep tissue massage that gets in there, you know, a therapeutic massage, if you will, that's going to really get in there and relieve those muscle pains. Now, notice that it wasn't making a lot of noise when I was using this, okay? That's because this uses what we call Quiet Glide technology, okay? And the Quiet Glide technology makes it so that as it's going back and forth, you're hearing the instrument moving, but you're not hearing the motor so much. It's very, very subtle, the sound that comes out of this. And again, it's only $44.99. Now, if you've ever gone out and you've ever priced a massage gun like one of these, that price is just crazy how good a deal this is. And it's free shipping on this as well when you buy it right now. 888-247-8712 is our phone number. Call right now. Give this a try. 30-day money-back guarantee. And yes, Judy just said this would feel great on back muscles. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'll tell you what. I have tried this on my back. It is amazing. I've been getting lower back pain lately, and not sciatica, just like the muscles in my back have been hurting. This is so nice to just relieve those. And here's the other funny thing. I'm noticing as I get older, you know, that the strength in my hands isn't quite what it used to be. Okay, I mean, I still have strong hands, but not what they used to be. And then after I'm doing a massage for a while, and think about this, if you're that, like me, you can only do it for so long. With this thing, that battery goes forever. So you could sit there for a really, really long time and give someone a massage with it. And notice how it starts out nice and gentle, and then it really starts to rock and roll right there. In fact, I'm going to put it, oh my gosh. This is amazing. Hey, our friend Beth is here. I wonder if she's still up in Michigan City, Indiana, the duct tape capital of the world, or former, I should say, duct tape capital of the world. But she said she paid almost $100 for her massager. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I went to the electronics store, no kidding. And I paid, I didn't pay, I saw them there. I was looking at them because I wanted to price compare, $100. For something this size. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, you are up there, Beth. Okay, all right. Don't forget to come back home to us here. But look at that right. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Now, can you hear that? Kelly, can you hear that on the microphone picking that up? Wow, that... It makes me laugh because it feels so good. It is getting in there, man. Wow. I've gone and paid for massages where it didn't actually feel this good. So let me show you the tips again on this. We're going to go through the tips one more time because if you're somebody out there who's thinking about buying one of these, okay, it's important that you know, first of all, they just slide on and off. It's really, really simple to do. Oh, Beth will be back tomorrow. Well, we'll see you then. So the big ball head that's on there right now, that's going to be for your larger muscle groups. That flat head is pretty much for anywhere that you want to use that. It's kind of your most versatile piece on there. The little bullet head that's right there, what they call the small tip on that one, that's for joints. So if you want to really pinpoint a spot, that's going to be for that. And then that's your vertebrae attachment on there. So you can go up and down your back and really kind of get that relief all around your spine. Again, it's not a medical device. However, it is going to help you to improve your circulation. It's going to help you to relieve pain. It's going to help you to relieve sore muscles. All the things that you would absolutely love. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next item, but this is still going to be here. If you want to get it, you can go to our website, shopsstv.com. You can use that QR code to get to the front of the line so you're not waiting to place an order. If you call by phone, it's 888-247-8712. Now, coming up in just a few minutes, we have got EarthBright. And that is something by request. I actually had somebody ask me if it would be possible for us to air this again. It is an all-natural clay cleaner that comes from one quarry in France. And you're going to be absolutely astounded how well this cleans, considering there are no chemicals in that whatsoever. All right? You're going to be really, really impressed by that. Now, let's move on to the next item. And this is kind of different, but it's exciting and it's fun. This is called the Cheeky Charger. And when we get a close-up on this, you're going to see why it's called the Cheeky Charger. This is a USB charger, and you've got a couple choices with this one. But basically, these are cheeks with some hands. And that's where you're going to plug in your device right there in the center. Okay, now, I know you're looking at this going like, Lou, what in the world? When did this show jump the shark like this? Here's the thing. Last year at Christmas time, these sold like crazy. And you know why? Because you give this as a gift to somebody and they cannot help but smile. They cannot help but laugh. That's right, Beth. Oh my goodness. These are amazing. So you've got a couple choices that you can make with these, okay? You can choose, when you go to the website or when you talk to Mike on the phone or one of our other operators, okay? You can choose between a USB-A charger or a USB-C charger. And if you don't know the difference, Kelly, I'm going to grab, let me see what we got here. Oh, they're right there in the front. Okay, let me turn these toward the camera so you can see. This is a USB-C port right there. See how it's smaller? And that's a USB-A port right there. And by the way, notice the color in that. These are quick chargers as well, okay? So they're what we call lightning chargers. So you're going to be able to plug these in. I mean, I'm going to tell you something right off the bat. For $19.99, you'd be hard-pressed to buy a USB charger. And remember what I said before about how cell phones don't even come with them anymore? This is a great gift for all those people out there that love their electronics. The people that got the tablets and they've got their smartwatches, their smartphones. All those things have to be plugged in someplace to be charged, and these are going to do it for you. Now, when you go to our website or you talk on the phone to our operators, you're going to choose, first of all, what shade you want. We've got a light, we've got a tan, and we've got a dark shade. Okay, so there's 3 different colors that these come in. But then the other thing is you choose whether you want USB-A or USB-C. Take a look at the colors right here, so you're going to see the choices right there. But I'm going to tell you right now, these are going to make one of the funniest gifts, that you're going to give to anybody this year. Not to mention the fact that these are really, really good chargers all at the same time, okay? I mean, they're excellent chargers, but my gosh, last year at Christmas time, these were in fuego. And for $19.99 with free shipping, pick up a couple of these. You want to give them to the Secret Santas that are on your list. You want to give these to the grandkids. You want to give these to your children. You want to give them to your nieces and nephews, you know, coworkers, anybody like that. They're going to absolutely love it. I'll tell you who would have loved this. The house we used to live in, our driver, UPS guy, would have absolutely, don't you think, Kelly? Corey would have loved these, because they're just like so tongue-in-cheek. And they go into any 2-prong outlet, okay? So all you've got to do is just take that, plug that in. By the way, this is all a soft touch rubber on the outside of this, so it actually feels really, really nice in the hand. In fact, where are all the things that I had plugged in before? Okay, here, I'm going to grab this fan. Yep, okay, that'll work. That'll do it. What do we got there? USB-A or C? Oh, that's a C. All right, let me grab something that needs a USB-C cord. Here we go. All right, so I got this lantern. I want to charge it. It's rechargeable. All I'm going to do is take that, right, and just plug that in. I think we all know how a USB charger works. As soon as I plug that in, it's recharging this instantly. And remember what I said. It's a great charger to begin with. At the surface, it is a great, great charger. That's number 1. Number 2, it's hilarious. I think this is really funny, okay? Because you know what that is. You know what that looks like. I think that that is just going to be something that you give this as a gift to somebody. As soon as you do it, they're going to start laughing. For $19.99, this is going to be the showstopper of Christmas. This is going to be that showstopper of the bachelorette party. This is going to be that showstopper for whatever occasion you decide you want to give this a gift. Or, you know, do what I did. I had one plugged into my office so that when people walk in there, they're like, what? And I love that. It's a priceless reaction. So remember, what you're going to choose is the type of USB charger you want. Do you want a USB-C or a USB-A? And then the color that you want on the rubber on the outside. Do you want it in the light, the tan, or the dark right there? Very, very easy choices. Only $19.99 for one of these. Pick up a couple of them. Stow them away for Christmas. You know, I used to hear people all the time talk about gift closets. My mom had one, believe it or not, and it's one of those things where if you've got people that, you know, you go to school with, this is great for them. If you've got kids that have friends, you know, the kids love these. Like, they crack up when they see these. If you want to be that cool aunt or uncle, you know, I was the funkle when my niece and nephew were young. I was the funkle, the fun uncle. And, you know, something like this would have been a perfect gift for them. They would have so enjoyed this. They would have so cracked up on it. And again, let's show everybody one more time. If you don't know the difference between the USB-A and the USB-C, the USB-A is the larger one and the USB-C is the small one. In fact, let me grab, oh, here we go. I got a cord down here. I'll show you. All right. So that's a USB-A cord. See the difference in the size right there? That's the USB-A cord. That's a USB-C cord. Okay, so if you're wondering which one you need, think about, well, what does your cell phone use? What is your, you know, chances are if you've got a newer phone, it's going to be this one. It's going to be USB-C. But, you know, whatever, because the USB-C is on the end of that anyway, so you don't need to worry about that. But whatever you want to do with these, whichever color you want to get, whichever type of USB you buy, but at the end of the day, these are just funny. It's hilarious. And at $19.99, that is a great price for a gag gift like this. That also just happens to be a pretty awesome charger. It really is. Like, I plugged my cell phone into that earlier and I was charging it, and it's a fast charger, you know, which is really kind of nice because now cell phones can actually charge a lot faster than they used to, but sometimes the chargers can't keep up with them. This one absolutely can. It just so happens to look like somebody's you-know-what, which I think makes it funny to me. Tushy. That's a good word, Kelly. Kelly just said tushy. It looks like somebody's tushy that, you know, they're plugging a USB into. So there you go. And they do come individually packaged like this. You are going to get your cheeky chargers packaging on this. This, and by the way, look at the size of this. Fits perfectly into a stocking right there. And you know what, guys? It says this on the back of it. In life, it's important to smile and laugh. And our goal is to give you a daily chuckle combined with blistering fast charging speeds. And that's what this is going to do for you. Yeah, actually, Judy just hit the nail on the head. They're just plain fun. That's what these are about. It's all about having a good time. Sometimes you just got to laugh. These are going to put a smile on everybody's face, but they're also practical because let's face it, everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's got, something they need to charge with a USB charger, even a laptop. Like I could charge my laptop off of this if I wanted to, but you leave that plugged into the wall and it's what we call an attention grabber because people are going to see that and be like, wow. But remember what I said earlier. If you're going to give this for the Secret Santas out there, if you're giving this to the kids, the grandkids, the nieces and the nephews, they're going to just laugh and laugh and laugh when they see this. Co-workers, I mean, all those people, the bachelorette parties, I mean, it's going to be absolutely hilarious. Only $19.99. Give us a call right now, 888-247-8712. 888-247-8712 is the phone number. These, like everything else here, ships for free. Free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. We take all major credit cards, by the way, if you want to get in on the deals here. Or you could use our website, shopsstv.com, or use that QR code on the screen there and order them that way. By the way, I want to remind you guys, these have been insanely popular again, our dash cams that we had just a little while ago, that dual dash cam that we had for everybody a little while ago. These are screaming right now. They're flying out the door. People are absolutely loving these. You know why? Look at that price, $64.99. Now, this does come with a backup camera that you can wire in, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, even if you just buy it and use that front camera, the quality of the video you're seeing here is direct from the camera that I was showing you before. It is absolutely spectacular. Look at the fluffy clouds. You could even see the individual grains on the pavement. I mean, this thing's amazing. Full HD video on this, 1080p video on here. Has a parking sensor in it that you can leave on in case your car gets hit. I mean, this thing is just so packed. And I'm telling you, to get comparable quality in a camera like this, you're going to pay over $100. And I could have priced it at $99. That was where we started, $99.99. I'm like, absolutely not. I want it below $65, $64.99, okay? Because why? Because we're friends here. And by the way, that's our motto here, shop with friends. And if you go on Facebook and you search for us, Shop Social TV, you're going to see in our Facebook group right now, there's a ton of people chatting all over the country, getting in on this, asking questions, saying things. Anyway, let's move on to the next item. And this is one that has been a couple times now. I think we've aired this 2 or 3 times now, and people have gone absolutely crazy for this. It's called EarthBrite. It is a natural clay-based cleaning product. Now, you're going to get a 10.5-ounce tub of this when you buy it tonight. It does come with a little tiny nylon scouring pad in there, which isn't going to scratch anything. And you get a choice of scents. So when you buy this, just have to decide, do you want the original scent, do you want citrus, or do you want lavender, okay? And when I tell you that they smell like citrus and lavender, they use essential oils on these when they make them to give them the scent. So even that part is natural. There's no artificial fragrances or anything in there. But the big deal with EarthBrite is how well it works and how you use it. Now, I'm going to be using a tub that we've had here at our office now for almost 2 years. And we clean a lot of stuff here at the office with this, but I want everybody to see how this works. Okay, so I'm going to move over this way. And I've got a little tub of water right here. I'm going to just start cleaning stuff. So these come from France, okay? The clay that's in this is found in a quarry in France, and it's the only place in the world where you can get this. So that's what it looks like when you open it. That's the scouring pad that's in there. You want to see what this looks like after almost 2 years? Look at that. I'm almost to the bottom, but I got plenty around the sides here. 2 years of cleaning with this, and that's what it looks like. So let me show you how it works. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your little cleaning pad here, and you're just going to get it wet, just damp. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, all right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it, and you're going to run it around inside on the EarthBrite, okay? And as I do that, it's going to lather up, and it starts to foam, all right? I'm going to put this down here. And let's look at this pan that I've got here. Now, that is a burnt-on, baked-on mess on the inside of this pan. But watch what happens when I take the EarthBrite and I get in here and I start to scrub this. Now, I'm scrubbing it, and you can actually hear it like it's making that scrubbing sound, like a scouring sound. But guess what it's not doing? It's not scratching anything. It's not abrading anything to the point where it's going to hurt it, okay? So just like that, I've got that stuff off of there. I've already rinsed that off. I'm going to take a little bit of water here and just bring this over here and start spraying this in here. And I want you to see how that stuff just came right off of there. Do you see that? All that burnt on mess is gone that was up here. But here's the other thing about that. EarthBrite cleans, it polishes, and it protects. So now that has a really nice coating in there that's going to protect it and make it easier to get stuff off of there. Now the coating, nothing chemical. All right, this is a natural clay-based cleaner. So there's nothing on this that's dangerous for you, your kids, your pets, or anything, okay? Really, really simple to use it that way. Let me show you pots and pans. So I'm going to put this pan right here, and again, I'm going to put a little bit of EarthBrite on this, and all I'm going to do is just put that in here, make sure I got some EarthBrite on there. You can see it on the pad. Now, take a look at this pan right here. This seen better days. A little burnt on mess there. Watch this. I'm going to scrub the bottom of it here, and you can hear that sound it's making? And this is 100% natural. By the way, I'm working with the scent that is not scented. It's the original. I'm going to take this, I'm going to dunk it in here, and I want you to see the job that just did. Look at how amazing that is. And look where everything went. It's right here on that sponge. I'm going to put that in here, wring that out. You know what's always amazing to me? How quickly you can clean the sponge off. It doesn't hold on to anything. Our friend Judy just said that she loves EarthBrite. There are people out there that have been using EarthBrite now probably for over a decade, maybe 2 decades, okay? It may be new to a lot of you folks, but this has been around for a really long time. And again, this is a product out of France. They are hand-packed into these cases that you're seeing here on the table. When you buy a tub of this, remember, it's 10.5 ounces. I told you that the tub I have has lasted almost 2 years. And you could just see the results right there. Let's do something else. I'm going to grab something else off the table here. And let's see where we want to go here. Oh, you know last week this was a big hit with everybody. I'm going to take a pair of earrings that my wife Kelly has. Okay? So, does it matter which one I pick, Kelly? They're filthy? Okay. She's like, they're both filthy. All right. I'm going to take this earring. I'm going to just give it a couple nice little and by the way, if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's using this on earrings. EarthBrite was developed as what they call a jewelry rouge. Okay, I'm going to pull this out of the shot for 1 second. Oh, we'll do that. I'm going to spray it just like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to set it down next to the other one. And let's see if you can see the difference between the two of these. Because one of them still has the schmutz. And people are like going, well, how do your earrings get that dirty? Well, you know how it happens. You're using conditioner in your hair and you left the earrings in, you put lotions on. I mean, you know, sunscreen, all these different things that you do. And they, over time, they build up on your jewelry. Now watch this, because you're going to be absolutely astounded at how great this looks. Because the difference, anyway, it was developed as a jewelry rouge, okay, which means that jewelers actually use this to clean their jewelry. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this. There we go. All right. Take a look at this right there. I had an itch in my ear. Take a look at this right here and you can see, look at the difference on these. Can you see the sparkle on the one that is on your left on TV? And the one on the right looks kind of dull? It brought that back to life with just a couple of seconds and getting that off of there. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. Let's clean something else here. Oh, how about this one? This is a good one. Soap scum. In your shower stall, if you've got your shower head looks like this, where it's just got like all this stuff on it, I want you to see, in fact, I'll do the side that looks even worse. You can tell which side of it was really exposed to the chemicals and everything. Over here, the soap scum. Watch this. I'm going to get on here and just start giving this a nice scrub. And as I'm going around on this, you're going to see how the EarthBrite starts to get on there. But remember, when I'm done with this, it cleans, it polishes, and it protects it. Now I'm going to go back over to the water because I need to rinse this off, and I don't want to spray it over here. Okay? So watch this. Now, can we get close on this too? Because I want everybody to really see this, because this is the part that's kind of amazing. Because the water will actually bead on the surface. Now, by the way, you could use this on porcelain. You can use this on your stainless steel sinks. It's amazing on a stainless steel sink. Okay. Wait till you see this. This is going to be just crazy. Okay, that's good right there, Kelly. That's fine. I want everybody to see this. Ready? Here we go. Watch. As I spray this on there, first of all, notice how the water is beading on this. Okay? Do you see that? That water is beading like crazy on there. And I'll get this part over here too that I already scrubbed. Now, look at how beautiful that is. Look at the way the water's beading, but watch this. I'm just going to rub this down just like that. And I want you to see. I mean, come on, guys. Look how beautiful that is right there. So if it's calcium deposits, if it's soap scum that's on there, if it's lime scale, EarthBrite is not only going to get that off of there, it's going to keep it protected. It cleans, it polishes, and it protects it, which is just stunning that it can do that. Let's move on. I'm going to show you something else, okay? We're going to go down, working our way down the table here. Oh, okay. Your kids are playing outside. They jumped in the mud. Guess what? They got a dirty shoe, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to take, and this is the cool thing about Earthbright, it's safe to use on your sneakers as well. Because a lot of things you can't use on sneakers, a lot of the cleaning products out there. But if the kids have been playing outside, you know, I mean, kids will be kids, right? You want them to go out there and have a good time. Sometimes they're going to get dirty. This is going to protect those shoes, and I'm going to use this on this one spot right here just so you could see the difference. Just like that, and I'm going to give that just a quick wipe. I'm not even going to rinse it. I'm just going to wipe it just so you could see. Look at the difference. I mean, it took that off of there, and that's mud that's on there. And look at the way it took that off of the white. And you know that if the kids have been wearing these for a while, it's not just the mud that they just got on there. It's that dirt that accumulates time over time over time. And that makes a big difference. Now, let's move further down the table. And I'm going to show you a couple of what we like to call before and afters. Okay? We've got a couple pots sitting down here. Now, if you're somebody that likes to go out and thrift, you like to go out and buy, you know, old products and maybe, you know, upcycle them, or maybe you've got some products of your own that are silver or brass or copper, okay? So you look at this side of this. Now, if you saw this at a garage sale or someplace, you probably walk by it because you're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to get that because, you know, that thing just looks too rough. Well, we did this side with the Earthbright, and I want you to see the difference. There's the side that, you know, before, that's how we found it. And here's the tarnish completely gone off the side of that. And this is silver, okay? Look how gorgeous that looks. Now, what about a soft metal like brass, like copper, okay? Well, this side here, oxidation, it's terrible. Look at that. But look at the other side. That's what you want right there. And that's what you're going to get with Earthbright. It's that quick to do. It's that easy to do, okay? And in fact, let me show you this. I'm going to do this live. Let me just get a little bit more Earthbright on here. You see this plate that's down here? That's what I'm going to do next. I'm just going to come down here. And this is a silver platter. And you could just look at this thing. You could tell the tarnish on this is just ridiculous. I remember when my mom used to stay up late at night, and she would try to, you know, like clean something like this, and it took forever. Watch this. I'm going to get in here, and I want you to see how I can get that tarnish off. But not just off. Oh, I didn't even realize this. There's filigree work underneath here. Okay, first of all, look, there's the tarnish, okay? You could tell that's tarnished just by that color, but watch this. I'm going to take this microfiber. I'm just going to give that one quick wipe, just like that. All right, now let me find the light for you. Look at that right there. So you could tell this side, tarnish to all get out. This side, Earthbright. Cleaned, polished, and protected. And here's the other thing, too. If I can get that residue that's on here from the Earthbright off, there's filigree on there. I didn't even know there was filigree on there. It was so badly tarnished. You know, there was something on there, but man, gosh, look at that. That's actually stunning. And you could tell that's beautiful. Now, let's take a look at what you're going to get here, okay? Because we only got a couple minutes left. And if you're buying this right now, it's only $14.99. We cut the price on this. You get one of these tubs, okay? It's 10.5 ounces. Mine has lasted almost 2 years at this point. You get a choice when you buy this. You can either have the original, you can have the lavender, or you can have the citrus. Okay, those are your three choices of which one you want to get. Remember, even the scents that are in these are natural. They're essential oil, so they didn't even add anything to make it smell. By the way, there's this wall that's behind those. That's vinyl siding, okay? I just want you to see how you can even use this on your PVC furniture outside, on the vinyl siding on your house. There's so many different ways that you can use this. Here's a good one that I personally really like, and it's if you've got kids, grandkids, if you've got, you know, those nieces and nephews coming over, they get a hold of the crayons. They always have crayons, and then they get a hold of a magic marker. Watch this. First off, I'm going to take my magic marker, and I'm going to draw a little happy face on there. This is a permanent, I think you can see that right there, permanent magic marker, okay? So there's no shenanigans going on here. That is a permanent magic marker I just put on there. Then I'm going to take these crayons, and we're going to do a little more artwork, because maybe little Johnny or little Jenny got in there, and they decided that they were going to, you know, they got that artistic bent in them. They were like, you know what? I'm going to decorate Grandma's cabinets, her beautiful wood cabinets. Now, let me hold that up so you can see that. I mean, I'm no artist myself personally, but, you know, I think I did okay with that. Let me get a little more Earthbright on here. I'm going to rinse that off first of all. I got to get all that tarnish off of there. All right. Now, we got the Earthbright on here. Okay, we're ready? Watch this. Now, here's the thing about Earthbright. It's totally safe for your cabinets, for your wood cabinets. The only place that I would not use it is there are some painted surfaces that you got to test it on just to make sure, because sometimes the paint is not adhering as well as you might think. Now watch this. Okay, I think that we showed right there the amazing power of Earthbright, because you could see clearly the side that I did completely gone, and not just the crayon, but also the permanent magic marker in just a couple of seconds, and the wood, good as new. Looks absolutely fantastic. How much time left on this, Kelly? 2 minutes? Oh, okay, we're going to move on. All right, so pick your Earthbright right now, the scent that you want, the original, the citrus, the lavender. It's a 10.5 ounce container that you're going to get right there. Mine's lasted almost 2 years. It's only $14.99 with free shipping. Call our number on your screen right now, 888-247-8712, 888-247-8712. Go to our website, use the QR code, but take advantage of this deal on the Earthbright right now. All natural cleaning clay from France. Now, just to remind you guys, we had these earlier, and these were a big hit tonight. Our lanterns, our flameless lanterns. You have a choice with these when you buy these lanterns of either a single lantern for $11.99 or a 2-pack for $19.99. So actually buying the 2-pack is going to save you some money. You can choose either black or white, a single white or a 2-pack of white, or a single black or a 2-pack of black. These are totally flameless, but they look so good. And with the holidays coming up, you might want to grab these now. Okay. We're going to show you something we had last week as well, but this, again, was another item that people were just jumping on because it's such a good deal on this, okay? This is our Hopple 3-tiered collapsing rolling table, all right? This thing is absolutely amazing. First of all, when you look at this, the entire base on this is powder-coated steel. There's 3 different levels on the shelves on this. Each one will hold, I believe, 50 pounds. Is that right? Somebody will tell me. I think it's 50 pounds per shelf, so that'd be 150-pound weight capacity total on this guy, which is pretty amazing. The top on this, 75 pounds per shelf. Wow, so that's what, 225 pounds, I believe? That's a lot. All right, 225-pound weight capacity on this. The top that's on this is real wood. Not just real wood, it's solid oak. And the oak that's in this has been stained a beautiful walnut color, okay? I'll show you the underside of this as well, so you can see right there. Now, what's neat about this thing is that it fits on top like this. It has real metal handles on the side, which you could either use as handles to pick it up, lift it, carry it, or we give you 4 S-hooks so you can hang things on here. If you want to hang dishcloths on here, if you want to use this as a barbecue cart or whatever it is you want to do, you can hang stuff on here as well. The other thing about this is when you flip it over, and I mentioned you could use, first of all, look at the inside. The inside's finished as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. You could also just set it down here like this. So if you wanted to use this, let's say, as a coffee station, you know, a water station, a bar, you know, any of those things, this would be absolutely perfect for that, okay? And this is beautiful. But then you've got the base on this as well. I'm just going to set this back here. Notice I'm being very delicate with that because I don't want to drop that because it's too pretty to let it fall. Here's what's interesting about this. I used to sell years ago a cart like this, okay? And the top was actually attached to it, and it was hinged. And when I would flip it over, it didn't have a shelf on top, so it rendered the cart useless. If I didn't have the wooden top on it, it was useless. Hopple thought about that. They're giving you 3 tiers to this, and they're wire shelves, so you've got airflow and water flow on this as well. And because these are powder-coated steel, this base is actually going to resist chipping, scratching, and corrosion, just like the origami that I had earlier, okay? 3 different shelves on this, but here's the thing that's cool about Hopple is they took a page from the playbook of things that fold. Watch this. I can flip this top over. There's a little latch on the back. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to undo that, give this a little kick. Now look at that. Look what I just did right there. I folded this down to just about nothing. That's about 3.5 inches at the very, very widest right there, okay? And you could see that this is very easy to transport. It's easy to put together. I mean, so many reasons. Even if you don't use it all the time, you're going to stow it away. It's great to do this with this. Here's the other thing. I can grab the sides of this. I can pull that open like that. I'm going to spin this around so you can see the back of it. Now, I mentioned to you that there was a latch on the back of this, okay? It's very, very simple to do this because you don't need any tools at all when you set this up. You take it out, you open it. Down here is a little latch. All you've got to do is just bring this up here. Make sure this is down all the way. Bring that up here, push that down. The bottom of this is solid already, okay? Then I'm going to flip over the top. And you're right, Beth. She said that I love that walnut color. It looks really sharp with the black metal. She's actually on our Facebook chat right now, and you're 100% on that. It really does look good. There's a little latch right here, and all I'm going to do is just drop that into place, and now the top is solid, too. So the whole thing is together, and then you take your top, and remember, solid oak with the walnut stain, and you drop this into place, and you're in business. Now, last time we sold these, people were talking about using these as a coffee station, as a water station, a TV stand. I mean, so many different ways that you could use these in your home if you wanted to. One of the things I thought of when I first saw this is that in our house, we have a big sectional, and we've got what is like sort of an ottoman table, like really big one that's in the middle, but you can't put anything on it. I mean, you can put your feet on it, but if you wanted to put drinks or food or even a centerpiece or something on there, it's really hard to do. But get one of these. Set this on top of that ottoman, and boy, you don't have to use these two pieces together, but look at how good this looks sitting on here. And you know what? You could use this if you want to serve breakfast in bed or you want to do anything like that. This is an absolutely spectacular tray to walk this around. Do we want to do the other tops as well now, or do you want to wait for those? I'm talking to Kelly right now, folks, not you. All right. I'm going to show you a little secret, and I just love that they did this. So you're going to receive the oak-made, the solid oak walnut stain top with this. But let's say that you want to have a little variety in your life. And because you know what they say, variety is the spice of life, okay? I'm going to set this one aside here. And by the way, that whole Hopple cart is only $159.99 with free shipping. So I want you to think about that for a second. Powder-coated steel bottom here. Holds 75 pounds per shelf. You got that wooden top. They come in separate boxes, by the way, so they don't get scratched when they ship them to you. But you're getting all of that for $159.99 with free shipping. However, guess what? Hopple also offers alternate tops that you could get. And we had so many people picking these up last week because it's just cool to be able to like change your mood, change the top, you know what I mean? So this is vegan leather that you're looking at right here. It's the same size as the walnut top that you're going to get regardless. You're getting that for free. You can buy one of these alternate tops in addition to the one that comes with it for $49.99, and you get free shipping on these as well. This is all vegan leather. It's got the royal bee print on the inside, which is kind of a signature thing for Hopple. That's really cool looking, I think. I think it's very elegant looking. And then if I put it in place on top of here, look at the top of it. Vegan leather as well, and it's a beautiful matte black finish that's on top of this. I'm just going to set that down there so you can see. Now, look at how cool that looks. But guess what? There's also a white version as well. I'm going to bring that up here and put them side by side so you can see what it looks like with the black top or the white top in here. Oh, what did Lynette say? Perfect for the baby's room. Yes, it would make a great cart for diapers and supplies. Absolutely. Because you do have the 3 shelves on this, or even with the top on it, you still got 2 shelves on the bottom. So here's the other top that's available. This one is vegan leather as well. It's beautiful white, even has white handles on the side. So you got that color blocking going on with the base on this and that top. But then on the inside, you have a beautiful color rendition of the Amalfi Coast in Italy, okay? That is absolutely stunning. For the people out there that really, really like color, take a look at this right here. And again, this one is $49.99, also with free shipping on this, which is very, very beautiful. Which one? Hold this one? Okay, hold on one second. I got to flip this over. And remember, these are both vegan leather when you look at these. So it's printed on the vegan leather, as you see right there. There's the royal bee pattern. So when you go to the website or you call, tell them you want the royal bee or you want the Amalfi Coast, whichever one you want to get on this table. But the cool thing about these is that just like the other ones, you could use these as trays, you could use them as tops for the tables, you know, whatever it is that you want to do with them. But remember, I'm going to put this guy down for a second. Regardless of those are $49.99. When you buy the cart itself for $159.99, you're going to get that metal base, that powder-coated steel base, and you're going to get the oak top no matter what. Okay, so this is solid oak. It's just stained walnut, but I love the way that looks with the black. I mean, Beth pointed this out a minute ago. It is absolutely stunning how good this looks. Who's getting sleepy? They've been up since 3 a.m. Who is that? You need to get some rest. Good night. Thank you for tuning in tonight. But for the rest of you that are staying here, think about this guy for $159.99 with free shipping. And remember, each shelf on here, and there are 3 shelves, and they're all powder-coated steel shelves. You can put 75 pounds on each shelf for a total of 225 pounds on here. By the way, the base on this, the top I should say, it makes a great serving tray as well. A coffee station, a bar. You could use this, you know, if you wanted to bring the turkey to the table on top of this. You could absolutely do this. Oh, it's Judy that's going to sleep right now. Good night, Judy. Thank you for tuning in tonight. But for the rest of you that are still there, give us a call right now, 888-247-8712, 888-247-8712. This is $159. For $159, you're getting the solid oak top with the walnut stain. You're getting the powder-coated steel base on this. You're getting free shipping on this, on something that will hold up to 225 pounds. Now, if you're buying it and you're feeling, you know, you're a little froggy tonight, you're like, you know what? I want to get something else with that too. I love that. I love the wood top, but I'm going to use the wood top on my ottoman as kind of a table. So then you can spend the extra $49, $49.99, and you got a choice between the Amalfi Coast that you see right there or the Royal Bee pattern right there. And these are both vegan leather. This is both, they're both printed on here. It gives you a whole that's right. The white with the black is equally beautiful. It's a whole different look. That's what Beth just said. And Beth, you are 100% on that. Look at how stunning these two are. The printing on these is just remarkable too. Like sometimes I've seen things that have been printed and the detail isn't really there, if you know what I mean, because it wasn't like really good quality printing. But my goodness, Hopple does not mess around. They did such a great job on this. So give us a call, 888-247-8712, the number, $49.99 to get these two if you want to pick up the alternate tops, the Royal Bee or the Amalfi Coast in the black and the white, or you get that solid oak top. I don't know why I took that off there. That solid oak top that comes with this for $159.99, and this is free shipping on this as well. Where else are you getting free shipping like this these days? Here, right? Only here at Shop Social TV. Or, you know what? If you don't want to wait on the phone, you could go to our website, shopsstv.com. That's always available to you as well. Or use the QR code that you see on the screen all the way down there. Take out your cell phone, open the camera on that, point it at the screen. Now, we got one more item that we're going to be selling here tonight. And I think we're ready to move on, are we? No? Yes? Maybe? We don't have to. Are people, you know, I always gauge it by how many people are interested in the product. Last week, we had a bunch of people that were buying these tables. And you know what? I'm not surprised. It was like, I knew that when we sold it at this price at $159.99 with free shipping, to get real powder-coated steel on the base of this on a table, and I haven't showed you this but once, and I've been remiss in my duties as your host here. But watch this. I can take this and I can fold this table up just like that. So let's say you're not going to use it all the time. You know, maybe it's not going to be your everyday microwave card or a TV card or something like that. You're just going to stow it away until you have company come over. Then you just grab the sides, pull that open. There's one latch on the back right here that we're going to do. I'm going to flip the top over. There's one other latch right here. Boom, we're done. That was the entire assembly. It's really just setting it up, okay? And then decide what you want to do with your top. And that's the cool thing about this. You could use the top. You don't have to. It's solid oak. It's got the walnut finish on it. I could use it either way, up or down, just like that, whatever I want to do. Or I could actually take this and, you know, use it someplace else in the house and just use that cart, because it does have the 3 shelves on it that hold up to 75 pounds a piece for the grand total of 225 pounds. All right, now, I want to remind you of something. A little while ago, we had, as you see right here, this solar charger, battery charger that you can use for your cell phones, your tablets, your AirPods, all kinds of things. This one is a really, really cool one. It is 26,800 milliamp hours of power, which is massive inside of this. It also has a Qi charger, which is wireless charging built into it. It has 2 flashlights built into it with 3 different settings, full light, strobe, and tapping out SOS. It has 3 plugs in the back of it. You can charge up to 3 different devices on this. I think I told you at the beginning of this, when we first started selling that my cell phone has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in it. I can charge my cell phone over 5 times with this. Great for camping, fishing, hunting, going on trips, travel, Wonderful if you're unfortunately in a blackout or a hurricane. You're going to absolutely love these, okay? So take advantage of those. They're still available. We had a lot of people calling for those earlier, but now we're going to move on to yet another item that so many people were interested in last week. And this is another one. I wanted to end the show tonight on an item that we cut the price on last week, and people were jumping all over this, okay? These are our Polar Light high definition polarized sunglasses, okay? And I want you to look at the price. Before I say anything else, just look at the price over here. Go ahead, look. All right, $19.95 for a single one, but if you buy a 2-pack of these, it's only $34.95. So $19.95 for a single, $34.95 for two. So you're actually saving $5 by buying the 2-pack. Now, let's talk about these, okay? First of all, you get a choice. You can have black or you can have tortoiseshell on the frames on these. So we've got black frames, we've got tortoiseshell frames on these as well. If you're buying singles, you just make a choice. I want black or I want tortoiseshell. If you're buying a 2-pack, then you're going to say I want 2 black or I want 1 black and 1 tortoiseshell. Those are the 2 options when it comes to that. And that's on the website, or you can talk to one of our operators and they'll explain that to you. When you buy them, regardless of whether you're buying a single or you're buying the 2-pack, you're going to get a hard carrying case. If it's a single pack, you get 1 hard carrying case. If it's the 2-pack, you're going to get 2 carrying cases, okay? You're also going to receive cleaning cloths. For every pair of sunglasses you buy, you're getting a cleaning cloth with it as well, which, by the way, very important. You don't want to scratch these. This is a very, very soft, fine microfiber cloth that's made specifically for this. But all that said, the biggest reason you want to buy these is to make it safer to go outside, make it safer to drive, make it safer and protect your eyesight, okay? I want to show you something here. Take a look at this video. When you put on a pair of glasses, see the glare that was there? And then you saw how dark that got? Regular sunglasses just make things dark. Polarized sunglasses enhance your vision. So you're going to see better colors, more radiant reds, saturated blues, all the fun things it says on the screen right here. That's all true. More contrast, better clarity, okay? All those things are what polarized sunglasses can do. Take a look at this. They're going to help prevent cataracts, macular degeneration, and it's not from the glare. That's from the UV light, and you just saw that there, UVA, UVB. That's right. These not only are polarized sunglasses, they are also UVA and UVB protected up to 99% of that UV light. Now, what they're showing you right there, these sunglasses have magnets built into the arms of them. So your sunglasses aren't going to fall off your head. They're not going to drop and you're not going to step on them. They're not going to hit that parking lot, because when you close the arms on these, the magnets actually attract to each other. So they're not going to drop off of you. Oh, Annie's in the chat right now. Welcome in, Annie. I was wondering where you were. Annie's in here tonight. But these are really, really good sunglasses. Let me put a pair on for you. Now I can't see anything. I'm just kidding. I can still see some things. All right. Now, I want you to see what these look like, because I think these are really, really good looking sunglasses. I don't like sunglasses that are like the radical wraparounds, you know, that are like really severe. But it is important to have a slight wraparound with your glasses, because you want to have peripheral vision. And I can see my fingers all the way out to here, okay? That's what I'm seeing right now. That's how far my peripheral vision can see wearing these sunglasses. That's important, because if I'm wearing these while I'm driving, I need to be able to see what's coming through that intersection on the other side of me. This is going to give me that chance to do it. Here's the other thing. The polarization on these glasses, then really, it's kind of a misnomer. They should really call them anti-polarized glasses, because what they do is they remove the polarized light, okay? Because when the light hits a surface and reflects and hits your eyes, if it's at a specific angle, and that angle's 57 degrees, and believe it or not, there's a name for it. It's called Brewster's angle. When the light hits that, okay, that angle, it's going to cause what we call debilitating glare, which means you're not going to be able to see colors. You won't see detail. You can't see anything, okay? These are going to remove that. And I'm going to show you a dramatic way of seeing that, okay? I'm losing my words now. But take a look at the screen back here, okay? Our logo on this monitor. Now, if I hold the glasses like this, you can very clearly see through the glasses. You can read what that says right there. But the minute that I change the orientation of the glasses, where'd it go? Everything disappeared. Put them back up again. Now you see through them perfectly, but tip them down and everything disappears. Now, why is that happening? Because polarized light is coming in at a very specific angle. So if we eliminate just the light that's coming in that angle, it blocks the polarized light. So that's what this is doing right here. I'm blocking the polarized light from coming through the glasses, but when I tip it up like this, I'm letting the polarized light come through. Now that's what it's going to do for you when you wear these. It's going to block out that polarized light. Now let me put on, by the way, have you guys met Milton? This is Milton. I'm going to take the glasses off of Milton here. I'm going to put the black ones on him so you can see how awesome he looks. By the way, he has a very small head. I have a very big head, okay? It fits both of us equally well. And I'm one of those people who's very sensitive to glasses, sunglasses on my head. Because if they pinch too hard on the sides of my head, I start to get a headache. I have a 7 5/8 inch head, meaning I wear a 7 5/8 inch hat. That's like a buffalo, okay? I've got a big head. These don't pinch me, and yet Milton can wear these, and my wife Kelly can, and she's got a teeny little head. So they fit her equally as well. These are the tortoiseshell, by the way, so you can really see how cool that tortoiseshell pattern looks on there. They're really beautiful sunglasses. I mean, they're really well made, first of all. But if you look at the price on these, $19.95 for a pair of polarized sunglasses that blocks UVA light and UVB light, that's unheard of. Or if you buy that 2-pack for $34.95, you're saving the $5 on those. And remember, when you buy a single, you're going to choose, I want black, I want tortoiseshell, or you're going to say, if you buy the 2-pack, you can get 2 of the black, or you can get 1 tortoiseshell and 1 black. Okay, those are your choices. They're all going to come with a hard case for each pair of glasses that you're buying. You're going to get the cleaning cloths with these as well. And while we're there, I want to show you something. I'm going to hold these in front of me here. I want you to see how the arms on this work, because there are magnets built into these right there. You see that black thing right there? There we go. That's a magnet, and it's on both sides. It goes through both sides of the frame. There's one on this arm, there's one on that arm. If I take this, I'm going to fold one arm down. Watch what happens as I push this toward the other one. See that? It got to a certain point, and it grabbed it. All right, I'm going to pull that. Wow, boom. All right, I'm going to pull that off there, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to just fold that down, and the magnets are on both of them. So as I get closer to each other, watch this. See the way they just clipped like that? So once that magnet's on there, that's not going to open. That's not going to go anywhere. Now, you might be saying, Lou, why in the world would I want that? Well, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to clip that to my shirt. And I actually just heard that snap shut on my shirt. So if you're like me, right, and here in Florida, we wear sunglasses everywhere. But when we go into a restaurant, when we go inside anywhere, we take off our sunglasses. What do we do with them? I hate that thing of wearing it on my head, or like some guys like to wear it around the back of their neck. I don't know. They think they're like Navy SEALs or something. I don't know what that's about. But on my sleeve like this, notice it's not falling off my sleeve. It's just sitting there because the magnets are holding it. So that's one of the many features of these that you don't get. If you buy cheap sunglasses someplace, you're not going to get the polarization, you're not going to get the UVA, you're not going to get the UVB, and you're certainly not going to get the magnets in these, which are going to hold this there, stop them from falling and breaking and stepping on them and dropping them in a parking lot. Look what the polarization is doing for these people right here. The way you're seeing the colors, you're seeing the detail, you're seeing the clarity. So if you're driving, you'll be able to see the traffic lights and know what color they are. You'll be able to read those license plates. Oh, and this is great, the 4 C's. It's going to cut glare, it's going to give you clarity, it's going to enhance the color and the contrast. This is talking about Brewster's angle. See the way the sun is at that same angle, that exact angle, and that's debilitating glare. That's what Brewster's angle causes. That thing where you can't see. Now, this guy's just got dark sunglasses, okay? Yeah, everything's dark, but it didn't help you see better. You're not seeing enhanced. And even notice with the dark, the glare is still kind of like blurring everything out. It's washing everything out, okay? When you've got these, you could see right here that these are going to take, I'm going to take this off my sleeve now. See how I had to open it to open the arms on that. When I put these on, now it's blocking that light, that polarized light, the glare. It's all gone. And by the way, if you're somebody who's sitting at home going like, well, the summer's almost over, what do I need sunglasses for? Guys, the glare is there all year round. One of the worst sunburns I ever got was skiing in the winter because of the snow and the glare coming off of the snow, all right? So something like this is great for that. If you're a boater, if you fish, you gotta have a pair of polarized glasses so you can actually see under the water. You'll be able to see the fish as opposed to just seeing the ripples on the water. No, you'll be able to see in the water. That's something this does for you. But then the other thing is the UVA and the UVB protection. A lot of people out there, they might buy a cheap pair of sunglasses and they might say, you know what? I'm going to buy these sunglasses because these are inexpensive. Maybe they are $19.95 like we're asking for today. You know, you're at the gas station or the convenience store and you see a pair and they're like $19.95, especially here in Florida. You go to the pharmacy and they've got them because everybody forgets their sunglasses, right? And you buy them and you buy the cheap sunglasses. They might say they're polarized, and they might be, but they're not going to have UVA protection and they're not going to have UV protection. And the question is, how good is that polarization that's on them? And the thing is that the UVA and the UVB, if you don't know, you ever see like your car, if you don't put a sunshade up on it, how the dashboard looks after a couple years, how the steering wheel looks, how the seats start to fade and start to wear out? That's the ultraviolet radiation doing that, okay? These are going to block that, the UVA and the UVB, okay? It's going to prevent that stuff from getting into your eyes. So, folks, I think that's it. We're done tonight. Remember, we're going to be back here Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. My name's Lou Caputo. This is Shop Social TV. You can always go to our website any time of the day or night, shopsstv.com, and take a look at all the amazing products that we have out there for you. It's been a blast tonight. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and jumped in on Facebook and get in on the chat. All right, we'll be back Thursday night, and I'll see you then. Till then, everybody be safe and have a great time. Take care.